He's saying, don't ruin me, help me.
Is there a problem back home?
Please give me a gesture. It's my future.
I don't even want to be here.
Travelling alone? Yeah.
She's about to check a woman who's just arrived from South Africa.
I'm just going to ask you a few questions about your stay here, yeah? How long are you going to be here?
3 months.
3 months. So immediately today, where will you be going?
I've got one friend picking me up from the airport, so I will be staying with him, or I will be staying with my other friends who are from South Africa as well.
Okay. So your friend that's picking you up, is he just a friend?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Miss Thomas, I have got some inquiries to make, okay? So I just need to take this. Take a seat for me. You'll be here with us until I finish conducting those inquiries, okay? Matt, got a referral for you. Okay, we've got a South African female. She's just coming in. She says she wants to come in for 3 months, but she's just finished a 2-year working holiday. And she's only been away from the country for a month. She says she'll be going to Scotland, Ireland, visit other South African friends that she has here.
So in 2 years here, she just didn't get around to seeing Scotland and Wales.
And Ireland and Wales, yeah.
Doesn't hang together. The idea of a working holiday is that you have a holiday and you do a bit of incidental work.
Exactly.
And that in 2 years you should,
You
pretty
should have
much
seen
be able to
what
see
you
what you
wanted
need
to
to
see,
see.
yeah.
So then to come back for another holiday on top of that makes me think that there's something here that's more important than back there.
A 2-year working holiday visa allows 1 year of work and 1 year of holiday.
Right, just come with me this way.
The South African woman has already had one of these visas, and now she's back just 1 month later.
Yeah?
Officer Patel wants to find out if the friend waiting to pick up the passenger is just a friend. But it seems being stopped by immigration is all too much for her.
I know you're upset, but it's just, I just have to...
I feel alone now, and I just want to speak to my mom.
Do you want to give her a call? Do you want me to give...
She's at work now.
Okay.
I just want to go home. I don't even want to be here anymore.
Just grab your bags.
Although the passenger appears to have given up the fight, Officer Patel investigates further to assess her status. First, she calls the passenger's friend waiting in arrivals.
Hi Tom, my name is Sheetal. I'm an immigration officer at Heathrow Airport. Hi there. Are you meeting anyone today? Okay, just to let you know, she's currently being held with immigration. We do have some further inquiries that we need to conduct. Is it all right if I have a quick chat with you? And how is it that you know her? You just know through friends. Are you just friends or are you in a relationship? You're in a relationship, thank you. Okay then, thank you. Bye-bye. So it turns out that the gentleman downstairs, Tom, is the passenger's boyfriend. And when I asked the passenger if it's a boyfriend or a friend, she stated that he is just a friend. To have a boyfriend in the UK creates a stronger tie than just to have friends in the UK. So it gives her that extra thing to want to come back for. So not sure why she would have said on the desk that it's not a boyfriend, but that's what we need to find out.
The passenger has lied about who was picking her up. With a boyfriend here, Officer Patel suspects a short visit might turn into something more permanent.
As soon as the deception starts, that's when our alarm bells start ringing. And, it's just that, have you got more to hide? Is there more to this than you're letting on? Previous payslip from when she was here on her working holiday.
Officer Patel and her boss, Matt Dyson, look for other clues to find out why she wants to come to the UK. They discover a payslip.
£500 fortnightly, that's not bad.
That shows she's worked full-time for that whole year.
Okay.
So that's not good.
So we just need to find out if she worked full-time for the other year as well.
Where is it?
Her working holiday visa would have allowed her to work 12 months of her 2-year stay.
In this case, what we've got so far is there's a payslip there which appears to indicate, unless she was earning an enormous amount for a little bit of work, that she probably worked the whole of the last tax year, the one that we've just completed. Now, that means she's done all her work basically in that period. Now, do we really believe that in the first year she was here she did nothing at all? Well, that's unlikely, because let's be honest, if you're a working holidaymaker on a 2-year working holiday, you're not going to sit around and not work for a whole year and then just do it at the end, because your financial constraints are the same at the beginning as they are at the end, pretty much.
Good morning, my name is Sheetal. I'm an immigration officer at Heathrow Airport.
Officer Patel calls the restaurant where the passenger has been working.
So she started 25th of June 2007 and departed 26th of Feb, did you say? 2009. Okay.
The manager says the woman worked over 20 months at the restaurant, 8 more than her visa allowed.
It just goes to show that she had a disregard for the restrictions that was put on her. When you do get your working holiday, you are told it's 1 year's holiday, 1 year's work, and she's abused that. Once you abuse something once, you know, you can't be trusted that you're not going to do it again. That's the thing. I've just made a phone call, and they tell me that you were employed from the 25th of June 2007 to the 26th of Feb 2009.
Okay.
Yeah? So that's 20 months.
Okay.
Yeah? Do you understand what that means?
No.
Right. When you were given your working holiday visa, you were told how long you can work for.
Yeah.
And how long were you told?
A year.
Okay. So we've now found out that in fact, you worked for over that time, which means that you breached the restrictions given to you on your working holiday. So after speaking to Tom, yeah, he's told me that, like I asked you at the desk, are you in a relationship or is he just your friend? And you told me he's your friend. But when I asked him, he says he's in a relationship with you. So who's right, who's wrong?
I mean, we went to go into a relationship in that.
Okay.
Went to go.
What do you call it?
A thing.
Okay. So
But
you
I
guys
would say
have been,
we're friends.
so
and
you guys have been together as friends, and now you're coming back to see him.
Not necessarily him, but he
Okay.
knows that.
Okay. After speaking to him, he says that you guys are in a relationship. Why would he say that? Because he says he's actually discussed plans with you and stuff.
I don't know. I don't know.
The passenger is trying to make light of her relationship. For the chief, it doesn't wash.
You can have a certain amount of sympathy when someone's dreams are not going to go or come to fruition this week. But, you know, she has told lies.
Yeah.
You know.
And, you know, she's done it once. We don't know if she's going to do it again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, she can go home first available flight, please.
Come on, then. I'll tell you what's happening, right? We've made the decision and you've been refused entry today.
Just let me stay 1 week and then just let me... After 1 week, I swear on my mother's life, I will go.
Your removal flight is this evening, okay? Your removal flight is tonight at 8:30. At this moment, you are inadmissible to the UK. Therefore, we can't let you go anywhere. So, unfortunately, you have to stay with us in detention until your flight. But as far as taking you anywhere and put you anywhere else, I can't do that, I'm afraid. It doesn't stop you from coming back. You can still come back. You just need to...
I would never want to come
That's
back
fine.
here.
That's fine.
Never.
That's for you.
The passenger was put on a flight to South Africa later that evening.
In the Isle of Wight, the enforcement team is on the move again. This time they've been tipped off that a hotel is employing illegal workers.
We've got a warrant for the premises. Is it possible to speak to the manager? Hi, it's immigration. If you'd like to step that way, we're going to have a word with you. Do you speak English? Hi there.
You work here? Oh, you work here, don't you? Yes. Can you come downstairs and speak to us? From immigration, we're speaking to everybody on the premises.
The team find 5 workers. 2 of them from Swaziland, who have been in the country longer than they should have.
Your visa ran in November 07.
07.
07.
Yeah.
It's 2008 now.
Yeah.
Where is it you're studying?
I'm studying here
Where are you studying?
in London. Usually
In London?
Yeah.
And where are we now?
I'm very fine.
On the Isle of Wight. So how are you studying in London? Pardon? You used to go there sometimes. Are you studying in London now?
At the moment, I'm not in London.
You know you're not in London, no. Okay. We haven't got any record of either of your new applications. 2 overstayers. They should have left the UK last year and the year before, actually. So they overstayed. They're leaving the UK, and we will be looking to remove them back to Swaziland.
The hotel is run by a husband and wife team. But the wife is away and has the key to the office safe, where one worker claims her documents are locked away.
And
Yes.
you, miss, what's your name?
Okay.
Can you spell that for me? Violet.
Violet.
You're living on the premises here? Okay, so you've got a room upstairs, have you? Yeah. So where is your passport in your room?
No.
So the manager's got it. Have you got any other form of identification?
Everything is in the office.
In the rooms?
No, in the office.
In the office? All right. So have you lived in Russia before?
Yeah, not quite easy.
Right. Have you ever had a Russian passport? No? You weren't born in Russia or anything?
Huh?
You weren't born in Russia?
My mom, it's...
Your mum's Russian, but you're Lithuanian.
Lithuanians are part of the accession state, so are entitled under certain circumstances to work and reside in the UK, exercise treaty rights. Russians are not. Russians are still a nationality that require permission to be in the UK and permission to work.
The officers need proof the woman is Lithuanian. She says her documents are in the safe, so they go to check her room. She doesn't seem to have a key to that either.
Oh, so this is your room, is it?
Yeah.
So where's the key?
It's in the office. It was in this board with one small teddy bear and the key sticks. I don't know.
It's on the big bunch of keys?
And this board, it was in the office. Yeah.
On the big bunch?
And that big board.
On the board?
Wait, there is one big board like that.
And it's not there now?
Here. So there is no, I don't know, maybe someone take it.
Okay, wonderful. Let's go back.
She's telling us that all her documents are in the safe. We can't access the safe. There's the issue of the lost key, which just seems a little too convenient when you tie it in with the whole nationality issue. So they're going to get into her room. We can't find the key. We've given her lots of opportunities to give us the key. We can't find it, so they're going to make a forced entry into the room, see if there's anything in the room that might establish either way. At the moment, that's the problem, is we can't establish one way or the other.
Stand on my bridge! Immigration!
There you go then. Coming in. Okay, we'll take your whole wallet actually. Have you got anything else in here
What about?
that might prove who you are?
Yeah, I'll show this account letters.
Okay. You haven't got a photocopy of your passport anyway?
Photocopies?
Yeah.
It's all photocopies they make for me and we take in the office. This is my sister.
Right, so that's all in the office as well. You've definitely got nothing else in here. You see, unfortunately, Violetta, if we can't prove who you are, you might have to come to the police station with us. Go on, there you go. We'll go back round the front. You can't prove to us who you are. Okay, so we can't prove you're Lithuanian. So I'm going to arrest you on suspicion of illegal entry, and we're going to go to the police station. Okay, you don't need to get upset. Okay.
No, but for what?
We can't prove 100% that you're Lithuanian. Okay. So we're going to arrest you now and take you to the police station, and we're going to sort it out there, where we can sort it out much easier. So I'm going to arrest you now on suspicion of illegal entry.
So good to go there.
She seems quite sincere, but there's too many cases where we come across, you know, they've been sincere and it's not the case. I mean, you need hard proof. You can't go on your feelings, really, unfortunately.
The woman is the fourth member of staff arrested. As the officers search her room more thoroughly, they find a Lithuanian passport after all. But it's not hers.
We've made a search, we've located a Lithuanian passport that's actually been reported stolen or lost in 2004.
The team also finds her genuine passport, proving she's from Moldova, which is not in the European Union.
That's the Moldovan passport. The Moldovan passport's actually expired now, and also the visa inside it has expired, hence she was using the Lithuanian passport.
Coming up, more bad news for the woman from Moldova.
She said, my name is not Violetta, it's actually Natalia. And she came out with the details, which we'd already ascertained from a Moldovan passport, which we suspected was her, and she just confirmed that.
Whereabouts were you born?
Moldova.
She's told us that she doesn't want to go back to Moldova, and the reason she's come over is because somebody was hurting her over there. She's obviously very, very upset about the whole situation. So we'll treat her nicely, we'll have a chat with her in a minute, and look to remove her back to Moldova.
I'm very sorry because I did lie there. It's right. Why?
sweet lady actually, so you've just got to sort of detach yourself from it really. At the end of the day, she's still an offender, just like everybody else who we come across. So we've got to treat her as such. Can't make any special allowances, unfortunately.
The woman will be sent back to Moldova.
Officer Trowbridge has stopped a passenger from Turkey.
I am a very clean person.
Yeah, I know, but unfortunately,
you know, I'm not coming from the village. Right. I'm coming from Istanbul, and I have university graduated.
What's in here? The blood in it.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's ground beef.
Unfortunately, just the meat and the cheese you can't bring in, okay? And this is just basically mince. That's probably the worst of the worst. Raw meat. That is totally forbidden. Is your first name Aisha? Anna? Don't cry, don't worry about.
You know, I have a son.
Yes.
Only one son, and he came to Brighton.
Right.
6-7 months ago. It was December.
Okay.
And after December, first time I'm gonna see him now. He's in Sussex.
Okay.
And he wants food from me, you know, homemade food from Turkey.
Right.
And I am a mother, you know.
Right. Well, if you show your son this as well, he will know the rules, okay? If you study here, you should know the rules.
The woman from Turkey leaves without her mince. It's her first offence, so she's given a warning. Today, she stopped a student returning to Britain after spending 5 months back home in Pakistan.
Mr. Qureshi, you come with me. I have your ticket passport here, okay, sir? All right?
He says he's here to take exams, but a quick call to his college throws his story into doubt. They say he's never attended at all. Officer Lee wants to search the passengers' bags as they might reveal what he's up to in the UK.
How much is here?
£2,080.
£2,080.
Yeah.
So you have a job here?
Yeah, I have a job there.
What were you doing here, sir?
A minicab office is a controller.
Controller in a minicab office.
Yeah.
As a student, the man is allowed to work, as long as it's only part-time. He's adamant his main reason for being here is to study. The only problem is, to be a genuine student, you need a genuine college.
I go to my college every day, but they are not studying him. They are only cashing the price. Please give me a justice. It's my future.
Okay, so yeah. Well, we'll talk about that in a moment.
Yeah?
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a moment, your future, yeah?
Yeah. I'm a very hard worker student.
So I know you're anxious, I know you're nervous, but you need to wait for me, all right?
Please give me a justice.
If you follow me. He's very nervous. He's almost pleading with me to let him in.
Give me a justice. Please give me a justice.
So as I said to you, I will talk to you in a moment, okay? He said a few things about his studies. I'm going every day, but they are not teaching or something. So I need to try and work out what he means. But he's clearly very worried. He actually asked me if I was going to deport him. And I said, well, I don't know what will happen yet. Just, you know, bear with me and answer my questions.
The passenger is desperate to be heard. He wants Officer Lee to investigate his college.
Please give me justice. I am a real student. I am a
Sir,
hard worker.
sir,
Yeah.
justice is a big word, all right? So you have to bear in mind that I have to follow the rules.
Yes, you have followed the rules, but the college has given me a deceive to me.
That's kind of interesting, isn't it? He's claiming that the college is bogus in that he was attending when he was meant to attend and they were not running classes. Now, they've said to us immediately, we rang them, he's never attended. The problem he's got is he stayed here for 6 months without doing any, appearing to do nothing, and is now saying he's coming back to find another college. So either he's not being completely honest or the college is fibbing.
Officer Lee must find out who is telling the truth. It seems the college is sticking to its guns, backing up its claims in writing.
What I have here is a fax from the college which says that he enrolled on a 12-month course for an advanced diploma in business admin, which should have commenced last March 2008. They claim to have written to him concerning his poor attendance, but they never received any response, and so they've removed him from their register, which essentially means he has no place to study. So now we need to get to the bottom of his allegations as well. Mr. Qureshi?
And to make sure his allegations are understood, the passenger has asked for an interpreter.
How long did you attend the college for?
On and off jata raha us
For
college.
6 months I went on and off.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't teach anything there.
Fees le li thi.
And they took my tuition fees off me.
How much did you pay them?
£1,600.
£1,600.
Okay, we spoke to your college and they gave us this.
उन्होंने ये फैक्स भेजा था, ठीक है? मैं पढ़ के बताऊं?
हाँ, तो मैं इनके कॉलेज जाता जब पढ़ाई नहीं होती.
He said, I'm saying to you, you investigate this college.
और मैंने इनका कोई लेटर रिसीव नहीं किया.
There are absolutely no classes that go on, and I haven't received any letter from them.
Okay, the difficulty I have is that you were here for 6 months and you did nothing about this college.
ख़त्म ही ना करा दे.
They had my money.
और ये मुझसे ज़्यादा पैसे और मांग रहे थे.
And they were asking me for more money. I didn't have any further access to any funds, and I was afraid that they were going to report me to the Home Office and remove me.
When you arrived today, you told me that you were coming back to continue your studies and that you would take exams in March. Why would you say that if you're not going to attend that college?
Study करूँगा ये मुझे ना रोके.
Eventually, I would have enrolled at a different college, but in the meantime, I didn't want to be stopped by immigration.
So you lied?
हाँ जी मैम.
Yes, I did.
So you sought to secure your entry to the UK by employing deception?
करता और मैं क्या
If I had no money, I had no other way.
सारी लाइफ मेहनत पे गुजरी है.
I've always worked hard.
मेरे फादर किडनी के ट्रांसप्लांट पेशेंट हैं.
My father's a kidney transplant patient.
और my mother is old.
And my mother is old.
मैं उनका अकेला बेटा हूँ.
I'm their only son.
मेरे बाप को हार्ट अटैक हो जाएगा.
He goes, in any sense, I'm not going to go back because my father will have a heart attack.
क्योंकि मुझे वो बर्बाद मत करें, मेहरबानी करें.
He's saying, don't ruin me, help me.
If the passenger is to avoid being sent back home, he needs Officer Lee to believe his allegations
Follow me.
and to accept that he's here to find a new college.
Hey sir, I need to have a chat with you, okay? Come with me. Okay, my chief immigration officer has decided that we are going to cancel your visa. This is because we're not satisfied that you have been making any attempt to study in the UK. And that you lied when you came to the desk on arrival, yeah?
पानी ले आओ.
मेरे साथ पहले धोखा हुआ है.
He goes, I've been deceived before.
मैं घर गया हूँ इसी के लिए.
That's why I went home.
उधर से पैसे ले हूँ फिर घर चला गया.
He goes, if there's any studying going at that college.
I am going to write a report. From the information you've given me, I will make sure that is passed on to our college, the people that look at colleges, okay? So they will be looked into, I can promise you that. Yeah?
Please help me.
I can't do anything, sir, okay? The rules are there for a reason. I can't just permit you to come into the UK as a student because you're not a student. You never have been. You must understand the reason why we have to enforce the rules. It's hard to say whether he's been a victim or not, from the fact that he maintained throughout the interview that he'd paid money in good faith and had not received what he'd paid for, that he may well have been a victim. The minute we then contact the college concerned, it could be that they didn't want us investigating them, so they've denied all knowledge of him. Who's to say who's telling the truth and who isn't? It's just the bare facts are that he didn't study when he was given a visa to study. That's why it's been cancelled.
The passenger was detained overnight and put on a flight back to Pakistan the next day. Officer Lee handed the information about the suspected bogus college over to colleagues in the investigation team.
Today, she stopped a woman from South Africa travelling on a visit visa. The woman also has an out-of-date letter. It's for a beauty training course called Steiner.
Steiner are a well-known training organisation that do beauty training for employees of cruise ships. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to ring Steiner before I do anything else, because if they can confirm she's coming on a training course, then it may not be more than just a quick chat with her. We have a passenger arrived today from South Africa. She's presented 2 Steiner letters from last year, and she claims to be coming on a training course starting shortly. I just wondered if you were able to tell us if she's registered. You're not expecting her. OK, they don't have any record of her on the training course.
The passenger's reason for coming to Britain is thrown into doubt. Officer Lee wants to know if what she's carrying in her bags tells another story.
You told the officer when you arrived that you were coming for a training course. Do you have a definite place on a training course in the UK?
What happened is last...
Do you have a place on a training course in the UK, yes or no?
No, ma'am.
So why did you tell the officer that you had a place on a training course when you don't?
Sorry if I said my answer very wrong.
She appears to have very little cash, in fact no money at all to speak of, and she's brought with her CVs, which you don't really bring on holiday, and all her beauty training certificates, which I guess you could say could be legitimately there if she's planning to enrol on a training course or hoping to embark on another cruise ship. But other than that, she's got no real reason why she would have her CVs with her. I'm just concerned that she may have worked here previously and she may be intending to work in the UK. What is the purpose of your visit?
Me joining the ship?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
OK, I spoke to the agency and they're not expecting you. Why didn't you arrange your place on the training course before you came?
I don't know where to start. Okay, just like where I come from, the place where I live.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of friends here in London.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I wanted to leave Cape Town, like where I'm from, because I didn't want to spend any more money, and obviously because I was going to be the one who buys my own ticket.
Right.
And because of the ship being the only bread, and me helping out my brother to go to college.
So the only way you earn money is on the ships, yeah? You okay? I'm just thinking, it seems like a long way to come if you haven't got a place on the course already sorted. Why didn't you do it before you came? Would have been easier, wouldn't it? You could have got the letter from them and everything. It would have made your life a lot easier. Is there a problem back home?
I'm the only person that's looking out for me and my family.
You're the only one that has any money and that support. So are you supporting the whole family on your salaries, yeah? Okay.
Before Officer Lee allows the woman through passport control, she must consult her boss, Chief Immigration Officer Matt Dyson.
I can sympathise with anybody who feels they've got to work hard for their family and have to leave their own country to do it. Fine, but in the end, she falls well short of the requirements for entry as far as I'm concerned. She's basically not told the truth on arrival.
Right.
She doesn't have enough funds.
There's a flight this evening, if we want to remove her today, via Doha.
Okay, well, as it stands, unless we hear anything different, I'm sorry, but she will have to go home.
Okay.
Thanks anyway.
No problems. This is particularly tough because I've been to where she lives. I know the township she comes from, and it's pretty horrible. Most places don't have electricity. It's rough. So the money this girl is on when she's on board ship is a lot of money in South Africa. So she would be supporting her mum and brother. And in a way, you're kind of robbing her of the chance to provide for her family, and you just think, well, I'm sending her back. I'm afraid it's not very good news. Okay, you are going to be refused entry to the UK today. All right. She just doesn't qualify today for entry. If she can satisfy either an entry clearance officer in the future or another immigration officer in the future that she qualifies for entry on another day, then her case will be viewed on its merits. It doesn't automatically exclude her from coming back to the UK in the future.